Well, hello, my good man. How are you? This came from definitely a comment on one of my videos. And then I was walking and listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about this exact same thing. And I didn't even think it was a thing. And then here I go. Once you're open to something, you see it everywhere. So anyway, here's the thing about it is how come women tend to say one thing, like they say, here's what would make me attracted to somebody, but actually they're attracted to something much different than what they say. I think I got that right. Basically what they say they want and what they're actually attracted to. And I really gave some thought about this, and it made me, first of all, I got a thought of what Esther Perel always teaches about, the difference between we've got safety and security on one side, and then we've got this intimate adventure kind of excitement on the other end. And so what I've come to learn after living my own life with a lot of different relationships was, again, I always say the purpose of relationships is to learn about yourself, right? So what I learned about me is I tend to be more on that's safety and security. I tend to be more of the adventure, the excitement, I have a lot of safety in my own life. Now, you'll hear me say we do need to feel safe with a man, somebody that can come and really make it safe for us to be vulnerable or to be ourselves. So, of course, we want a little bit of everything, but I think it's important to understand what your woman wants. And I think a good question to ask her is what's most important to you about a man? And, some may be physical looks. I can't sit here and speak for every woman because I'm only one and I know what works for me. But again, we have to go with our heart, and that sometimes doesn't make sense. See, we're always trying to make these lists and think about what do women want? That's a logical thing. If I had to sit here and tell you what I think women or my friends or all the women I met want, I could tell you what I've heard them say, but I think we all just want a feeling. I mean, you want to feel proud of someone. You want to feel important to them. How do you rate that on a list? Makes me feel important? Well, you'd have to ask yourself that. What makes you feel important? Is it support in your job? Is it listening to your day at work? Or is it about what you're going to do for a sick parent while they struggle? It so matters what's important to each individual. And so that's why I think women can come off as confusing. You say you want somebody, I don't know, say somebody who says they want somebody financially stable. And you come along and you're like, well, I'm not, so you should like me. Well, and then it becomes listy because we don't just want that. Maybe we want a bunch of other things. And then we get into this list thing again, right? Where you're like, well, I've checked off the list. I'm everything they want. What's wrong with them? Or what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with any of us. It's just about finding a match and knowing that it's not on your timeline sometimes. I mean, you may think you're ready, but maybe you're not. Maybe you have some work to do. And in the meantime, what are you doing to get ready for this great love that you want? What books have you read to get ready? What does it take to have a great conversation in a relationship? There's so many things you can be doing to get ready for this. And so I don't want to hear excuses anymore about what's wrong with why do women do this and why do men do that. And honest to God, you got one job. It's to be your best version and then go bring it to the world. And I swear to God, somebody's going to think that you're pretty awesome. So don't give up. I mean, you can give up. But if we give up, we're not going to be ultimately fulfilled because we do need love and belonging. It's just how it is. I didn't make up the rules. Anyway, I just wanted to maybe clear that up. Maybe I made it more confusing. I'll have to rewatch this. Anyway, I just think it's important to know what you want and then to have a conversation about that. And if there's chemistry and you like each other and you want to go on a second date, great. That's it. None of this forever person, none of this my soulmate, my forever guy, girl, merit. Like, just go on a date and then go on a second date. And the rest just falls into place if it's supposed to. You have to make stuff happen. Anyway, I know I'm making it sound very easy, and I hope it is for you, because that is the way I see it. But anyway, thank you for listening and still listening, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Great care. Bye.